Today's going to be a fun day. I want to try and straighten up this porch. I'm going to try and straighten up the house as well. But before I lift the house, I'm going to lift the corner of this porch up and get some better support under it. Then check to see how level the rest of it is. And see what else I have to do. It may only be this corner. Not likely. It's most likely to be a whole bunch of stuff, but we'll see how the day progresses. You might wonder why I am progressively building this foundation up from the bottom. And the reason for that is that when you jack something this heavy, you don't want to give it any room for movement. So if I constantly jack this thing up and then suddenly it lets go, it'll have a foot to fall and it'll probably tear itself off the house. So what I'm doing is building it up. I'm going to lower it down onto that support, reposition my jack, and then carry on going. So far so good. The biggest concern I have is that the wood in the corner crushes and does not lift the post. If I see that happening worse than it is already, I'm going to have to do something a little different. As I surmised, the wood is all rotten and won't take the load from the jack, but it doesn't take much to get enough good new wood under the post. It's only temporary. It's just to be able to put a bit more load on it. So it's coming straight, and I will put another stone under in just a minute, and then I think I'll probably have about 1 more inch to go. But on with the plan. So the end of the porch is now dead flat. The corner of the house needs to come up by 1 inch or a little bit more. And that corner needs to sink, which it will over a week or two. It's now showing the belly in the deck, so I'm going to have to do the post that is in the middle as well. Don't have to do it urgently. Nothing is falling down now. So now on with sorting out the house. Of course, the house is a little bit heavier. So let's see how that goes. Well, that's now nice and straight. Just for anyone that's not familiar with these old houses, they would level the ground, put a pile of rocks down, put their first big, usually 6x6 or 8x8 in this case, oak or hickory, and then just build the house on top. So they're quite easy to fix, right? All you do is jack them up and put a bigger rock underneath them, or in this case a 1-inch piece of hickory. So that'll last as long as the house has ever lasted. You'll also notice that the hickory is untouched by time, yet the 2x4 pine has been eaten away by termites right there in the corner where it's been moist. So this is not about fixing the house today. This is about leveling the house and making sure that nothing falls down. So if I hold the camera along the edge of the base, you can now see that that is nice. The first part of that is level. There's a little bit of a wonk in the middle of the house, but it's only 1/2 inch, but that doesn't matter, it's always been there. So the reason this corner gave way is that the cistern that was here had collapsed and the earth had started to migrate down the hole. We caught it in time, so this should be good. I'll let it sit for probably a month or so and then check it again. It may sink by an inch or even more, but it's all good for now. So now I think I will switch my attention over to that middle section, see if I can get that jacked up by a couple of inches. That's nice and straight now up to the steps. Had to raise it by 3.5 inches at the step there. I've gone over by 1/2 inch in order to let it settle, because it will. And then I'll check it again. I got to get rid of those bags of stuff and then do 2 more until I get to the corner. Then it'll be straight and the day will be done.